turned my camera on because I was looking at a podcast, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, Vicky Zhao, I believe it is. She had a guest on there, an author who wrote Tiny Experiments. And I can't remember the author's name, but basically she said, instead of jumping all the way into something and thinking that you have to commit and that you have to be so consistent and all these things and put so much pressure on yourself, how about you say that you're going to conduct an experiment? So you're going to commit to doing something for like a week or two, and you're going to record data and you're going to analyze it, and so you're going to do the action, and then you're going to reflect on it. So you're going to see what felt right, what went well, and what you want to continue doing. So it's an iterative approach. So you're going to have iterations of the thing that you want to accomplish, and then you're going to reflect on it, and then you're going to move forward with the whatever you come up with that can improve it or cause it to be, a better outcome. So instead of just going without reflecting on it and just trying to be consistent and all those things, no, you can even be okay with failing. So put in your mind that it's okay if I fail. It's okay if I don't like this. It's okay if I have to adjust and change. And so eating more vegan, ish meals, or having more whole food in my diet. Like, I've been doing this for the last 20 days. I was very strict with it and did really well. Lost around 10 pounds on the detox, and about probably 4 pounds, 3 or 4 pounds in the weeks leading up to it. So I would say it was a success. It was just a jump start, though, to my healthy journey. So I do want to continue on eating healthy foods, and it actually feels better. And I'm actually craving like some of the good salads and some of the ingredients that I was putting on the salads. And I found this place, Vitality, in West Bloomfield in Michigan, and found another place too, Beyond Juicery, I think it's called. And the ingredients that they were putting on there, like, I thought I was making a good salad. They were like, their salads are delicious. They put sprouts on there, beets, chickpeas, avocado. I always put avocado on mine, but just all the things that you can throw on a salad, hummus, and just really good ingredients. And I'm actually enjoying that and really liking that. And I don't feel like I'm being deprived or that I'm missing out on foods, because truthfully, in my mind, I'm not telling myself that I am giving up on meats or, poultry, fish, or anything like that. I'm not giving up that necessarily, but I am leaning more towards fruits, vegetables, and just more whole foods outside of meat, and getting protein from those plant sources. And I feel great. Like, I think that's the whole thing when you're doing something like this and you're trying to really change your lifestyle. It's the mindset, and it's how you think about the thing. And I'm trying to think about it differently than I have before. Like, before, I would have been thinking, man, I'm missing out on all this stuff, and what if in the end I end up going back and gaining all the weight anyway, and I'm losing out and missing out on all the good food right now? No, like, that's no way to think, because that's what I would end up doing. I'm like, I would do well for a while, and then I would get back into those unhealthy eating habits, and then I would think back and like, dang, I went through all of that suffering and all of that just giving up all the good things that I like, just to end up right back here. So why do that? Why put myself through all that? And that's what kept me with this, with the weight on. But with this new way of thinking, I really do think that I'm gonna be successful. But anyways, enough of all the yapping, because I've been in this car for a while and I really need to get home and get some things done. But I did want to start this vlog. We just got back from Michigan yesterday, and so there's lots to do at the house, get the house back in order, because it was a little bit in disarray when we left, and then get in here, go grocery shopping. I'll take you guys along with me and get some work done. So maybe I'll show a little bit of that. And then it's gonna be me and Camille tonight. So yeah, maybe I'll make some dinner and show that on the vlog as well. But if you want to follow along with this whole little series that I'm going to be doing as far as my tiny experiment, please follow along, and it should be fun. I think this is going to be great. Like, it's going to be a good way to evaluate, you know, how I'm going about things, and you know, along the way, just seeing how I can improve and making sure that I'm on track. So anyways, let's get going. Oh, and I forgot to mention, along with this tiny experiment, as far as the, you know, eating healthy and all that, another one is going to be posting YouTube videos. And so they don't necessarily recommend, or at least in the book, that you do more than one at a time, more than one tiny experiment at a time. But I'm going to be documenting what I'm doing. So it's it goes hand in hand. And so I think it'll be okay. So that's going to be my other tiny experiment, is being consistent on YouTube, uploading videos, and trying to do it in one take. So what you see is what you're going to get. And that's hopefully going to encourage me to not feel so overwhelmed, because it's going to be one take. I'm uploading it. What I say is what I'm going to put out there. I'm not going to, you know, start over or anything like that. It's just going to be what it is. And I'm going to try to keep the editing to a minimum as well. So the clips that I take, I'm going to try to make sure that they are concise and not too long. And yeah, just put it out there. So I'll be doing that, and I'll probably do that for, I don't know, depending on how many vlogs or videos that I actually record. I may do that for a week before I reflect and see how it's going, or I may do it for 2 weeks, just seeing how consistent I am and how many videos I'm able to get out there. So this should be interesting. So follow along, guys. All right, so I made it back to my office, and I just realized this just came all the way down, but I have to take it down anyway because I'm going to work tomorrow, and I cannot wear my hair like this. But yes, I made it back to my office. I'm about to open up a new planner. So this is my planner from last quarter, so from the third quarter. And I'm about to open up a brand new one, and I am so excited. I get so excited when I get to start a new planner. So I'm gonna open this up, and then I'll start planning. Comes with a pen and the stickers for the months, the tabs. For this quarter, I'm going to, like I discussed, put my, let me get this open so I make all the noise. So I'm actually going to put my tiny experiments in here as far as the goals that I want to accomplish. So uploading to YouTube, and just improving my health, so vegan options, meal prepping, all that stuff. So those will be my major 2 goals, and I'll put a third one on there, and I believe the third one is going to be finances, because we're trying to pay down some debt, and we have some huge plans that are in the works, and I can't wait to be able to discuss those a little bit later, but I'm gonna let them kind of marinate and develop before we start talking about that. But yes, so those will be my three goals, and then I'll go through and break them down into the smaller tasks that I'm going to be doing every week, and then every month, and then at the end of the quarter, hopefully I will have reached my goal. So, and I do like this because it has a scorecard, and so I'll be able to reflect and to record and to keep track of it, because when you record something and you can look back at the metrics and the actual numbers and the data, that helps you do better later, instead of, oh, did I really not do what I was supposed to do? What type of calories was I taking in? Like, if you haven't recorded it, you're not going to know. So if you want it to be precise and for you to be able to really make decisions off of what you actually did, you've got to record it. And so that's what I can do on this page, as well as I have the weekly reviews, I have the monthly reviews that I do, and then at the end of the quarter, it's the quarterly recap. So we're going to be set, and I'm going to be really consistent this quarter. I'm going to be honest, not every quarter am I great. Not every month do I, do all the things, but I think it comes, in stages, right? Where sometimes you may need more focus on a certain thing. And I'll show you, like, for instance, every day, depending on what your goals are, you may not be tracking, meals and health and all that stuff. You may be more focused on making sure you check your balance, or making sure you, do gratitude or whatnot. But when I am hitting on all of these and I make the time to do it, that's when I notice a big difference. So I am going to try to be so consistent and committed to doing this and see how this quarter goes. I'm really excited. I'm really excited because I love the idea of the tiny experiment, because you get to go a little bit and evaluate, go a little bit more and adjust, and then reevaluate and see if you're going in the right direction. Because I don't think that I was doing that before. I was trying to, eat the whole elephant at one time. But I do feel like I'm going to make some better progress this quarter. So we'll see. So you can start whenever you want to, just like I wasn't able to get going with my planner on the 1st of July, but that's okay. I'm going to just start with this week and we're going to get it going. So I'm about to fill out the month, and I'll also get into the major deadlines that I have this month, volunteer leadership opportunities, training that's due, courses to take, and fill out what it would take for me to feel successful this month. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I also have the area over here for major projects that I have, and then major events that are happening. So yeah, this really does keep me on track. See, and this is why it's so good to plan your week. I was totally about to forget about training that I have going on tomorrow. Like, I'm not even going to be at work. I'm going to be going to this training. But I'm glad I just remembered that. I don't even know how to get there. And they suggested that you do a dry run and try to go out there prior to the training. And I did not do that because today we had the day off. And I had an appointment that I went to. So anyway, we just gonna figure it out tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be an issue. Maybe I'll leave early and get over there. But yes, planning out your week will save you so much headache. I'm telling you, because I am good about forgetting that I had something going on. If I don't write it down, it's almost like it don't exist. So let me keep going. I just wanted to mention, so you remember how I said I had a course tomorrow and I had to go straight there? I wasn't going to work. Well, it also helps and it pays off to check your schedule the night before because things change. They canceled that class. Apparently, they don't have enough instructors. And so they are going to reschedule us, I think, to August. But yeah, I don't have class tomorrow. I don't have this training. So that's actually, that works out well. Since Brandon is out of town, I would have had to get Millie up and to daycare really early to get there by 8. And like I said, I wanted to get there early so I can kind of find my way around and find it. So that worked out. But yeah, I'm waiting for this to restart. And then I'm going to start working on my OPB, which is due. And I've turned it in a few times and I've gotten edits back that I needed to make, and so I'm going to work on that. And it's actually getting really late, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to kind of stay up and work on this. I may just get up early and try to knock it out, but I'm gonna do as much as I can tonight. So just thought I would mention that. Not only do you plan the week at the beginning of the week, or sometimes I plan it at the very end of the week for the next week, right? Not only do I do that, but I also double check the day before for the next day to see if there's any changes or any updates. It's 11:44, so I'm about to call it a night. It was pretty productive though. I'll get up in the morning and maybe transfer the corrections and edits that I made to my new OPB form. And then I'm gonna turn it in, and then hopefully that'll be it for a while. So we'll see. But yeah, it's 11:44. I'm about to go to bed. My goal was to be in bed at the latest by 11, and I am not adhering to that today. But tomorrow will be better. Definitely gonna be better tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what else you would like to see.